Well, hello everybody. It has been a really long time since I last uploaded a video on Medieval Dynasty, but honestly, I've had a lot of support for this series, and I really enjoyed this game when I played through. It's always one that I thought I would come back to at some point, and there we go in game. We shouted out "Let's go." I don't know if that made it through to the recorder, but even he's happy about it. He's finally been awoken after all this time. So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's supported me. And today we're back. We're going to make another episode, and maybe we'll make a few more. We'll see how this goes. But today's plan, we'll go on to that first of all. If I go onto my technology tree, you can see that under farming, which is this one, we're on almost 8,500 points. And the max level is 10,000, at which point we can build the windmill. Now, it says down here that it's a type of farm building that workers employed here will provide flour, and it has a millstone inside. It is more efficient than the cairns at the barn. So I'm really excited to see how all that's going to go. And what we're going to do, we're going to have to do a bit of farming to get our points up. You can see we've got this huge field here, which we can go ahead and farm. So we're going to get on with doing that. So first things first, we're going to have to fertilize the field. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the whole fact that I hadn't uploaded this for a little while. My channel, if we go right back to the start, it was basically a Minecraft channel that I did as a hobby. And then I had a bit of success with some different tutorials and things like that. But really, the time my channel really grew and I was able to start moving towards doing YouTube full time was when I did Valheim. And so I'm very loyal to that game, and the audience has been very good to me. So whenever there's an update, I like to cover that. And that's what happened. Basically, I started this series just as a bit of fun in between Valheim updates. And then I fell in love with this game, really enjoyed playing it. And on top of that, you guys were just incredibly supportive, and that really meant so much to everybody who has watched and has followed this series through. Thank you so much. If you're here from episode 1, do let me know in the comments. It's always really nice to know that someone has found a series like this and followed it through for, I believe this is episode 39, if memory serves. And if that's the case, just thank you all. Obviously, if you've watched through this, you'll know as well, we actually had a huge amount of people that were donating via super chats and stuff as well. So that is just incredibly fantastic. Thank you all so much for that. And also, I'd like to say a big thank you to the developers of Medieval Dynasty who have messaged me sort of behind the scenes, you emailed me, whatever. And we're in chats about some future things I might be doing with them, so that's exciting. They've got some really cool upcoming games that I'm very excited about. And on top of that, they sent me this. So I'll put a picture on screen right now. They sent me this Medieval Dynasty gift set, which is just fantastic. I'm so grateful for them to send that to me. And it's a really nice memento that I'll always have as the time of a series on my channel that was very successful. Probably my most successful Let's Play series on my channel ever, I would say. So that's awesome. But yeah, so the Valheim update came out, and obviously I needed to prioritize making Valheim content, because it pays my bills, really. That's how I make a lot of my views and stuff on YouTube. But also because I do genuinely love the game and want to support that audience. Now, the whole time I've been doing that, I was making lots of videos and stuff. Then I just kind of had a lot of creative burnout and haven't really done anything for about a month now, and I genuinely do apologize for that. It's not something obviously that I chose to happen. It just sort of happened. It happens sometimes, I guess, with creators. But the whole time that was happening, Medieval Dynasty episode 1 of this series stayed as my best video over that whole time, which is incredible. And so it was always something that was like, wow, I should really come back and do at least one more episode. So we're doing this episode. Whether I'm going to do more or not, I sort of hope that I will, but I daren't say that I'm going to, because I've been in this weird place lately. The burnout has been partly creator burnout. I also had some family issues that we've been working through. So it's just been a bit of a time, and I'm just trying to sort of figure everything out. But not trying to give excuses, more just trying to give reasons to anybody who cares, I guess you could say, and also thanking everybody who stuck with me this far. Well, it took quite a while, but the entire field has been fertilized, hoed, and seeds have been planted. We've gone for wheat seeds because I had a lot of them anyway, and really I'm just trying to get my farming attributes up. I'm not too worried about what we do. Now, this is the largest field you can have in the game, and if we go to our technology, we went from, let's have a look here under farming, 8,300 odd to 8,600 odd. So yeah, not that much. We need to harvest it, so then we'll probably go to 87 or more. Basically getting maybe 400 a time from the harvesting. But that does mean we're going to have to do a lot more farming. So I might make another field, and obviously all this stuff I'll do off camera because nobody wants to see all of that. Obviously, we do have other fields as well. If I go to management under the field section, we've got all these fields here, and these are all being harvested and stuff by our workers, but we do get points for that. So over time, we're slowly going to edge our way towards 10,000, but it is going to take a bit of time. Now, I have to say, I'm pretty happy with how my town's running. In the top left right now, you can see we've only got 2 things that we have to attend to. And let's have a look and see what those are. Okay, so one of the things is kitchen 1 here has no resources. There are several buildings throughout here that are going to need to be repaired and stuff like that. But this is the no resources thing is something that we could potentially attend to. And I'm just trying to see, okay, the food store as well also has no resources. So let's go and check out those 2 things, see what's happening. The farming, because of the the sheer scale of the amount of farming that we're going to need to do, it's going to be more of like an ongoing project anyway. But you know what? This beautiful scenery on this beautiful day, have to say it's really nice to be back into playing this game and making more content on it and stuff like that. It is a fantastic game. And you know what? Share with me down in the comments. What's your favorite things about this game? Let me know. It's always nice to read the comments on these videos. But let's go check out those 2 things and see if we can fix them. Now, we'll start just over here at our food store. And I've had a horse crash again. I do crash Eclipse a lot, usually off camera, because the running around I do on Eclipse usually happens off camera. But let's see the food store here. What was the issue with this then? So if we open up the food store in here, we can see that on this section right here, what we should be selling is apparently cabbage, and we have no resources of cabbage apparently. And also we were selling some flatbread, but we could probably edit this, right? We could sell other things. So perhaps I just need to go and find what I've got a lot of. And actually, I know for a fact I've got a lot of honeycomb. Let's put honeycomb in there. Okay, so with honeycomb selected, if we increase the amount here, how much do we sell? I mean, this is like, let's see right here. So each day we're going to get 750 by selling 150 of the honeycomb each day. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much the apiary produces. I wonder if we can find that out. So we have 2 apiaries here. This one right here, if we go to the assignments there, that produces 63 each day. And this one right here will produce, let's see, 49 each day. So what I might do then in that case, if we go back to services on this food store, let's not sell 150, let's sell like 100 a day instead. So if we double left click that, we can bring this back down. So basically when I say 100, I mean not in price, obviously, I mean that in the number of honeycomb we're selling. So bring it down. Yeah, that's pretty close. Let's go up a little bit, then we get 500 coins a day from this. That way it's self-sustaining, and our apiaries will keep producing enough that will never sort of sell out. And it is a pretty good source of income, that, just 500 a day for doing nothing. I have to say, it's good to be back in the old neighborhood. It was so fun building this up, and we have the animals walking around, the geese here and the hens and stuff over here. It was really fun to build this little neighborhood. If you want to go back and watch this in a previous episode, I'll put a link to video 1 in the description, but you can go back through this series and check out the different things. But also on my Discord, I have a Medieval Dynasty section. Some people have shared some things they've built there. If you want to share your neighborhoods or your buildings, or even just talk about Medieval Dynasty or whatever, do join the Discord. Again, I'll link that down in the description. And yeah, we'll see you over there. Okay, so kitchen 1. Let's see what the issue with kitchen 1 is. They have no resources for potage, it says right here. They are making up the roasted meat and the gruel. And to be honest, I don't know that we need to be making up potage. Like, if we just get rid of that, it was only making a couple up a day anyway. And we could make some more of the other stuff, but I might just see how I go for now with this. And I can always interview myself, of course, if I need to. But got rid of those 2 requests. So to be honest, like, given the size of our town, like if we go on to the number of people that are living here, you can get a rough gauge of like how big this town is. The fact that we have this level of happiness, and again, the mood here, you see it's mostly good. Although Bogadara, there we go, is very unhappy, but most people in here are pretty happy. I'm just wondering, Bogadara, the issue might be that she doesn't have a job. So perhaps we could change that. Or, oh no, she does, she's a hunter. Okay. Just a very unhappy hunter. Now, to be fair, the hunting lodge is damaged, and I do genuinely want to try and change these things a bit. I want to go around in a minute and make sure that I'm repairing all my buildings, because quite a few need to be done. But I wonder why it is that she's unhappy. If we sort by a mood, though, you can see we've got these 2 unhappy people here. Then we have a couple who are, sort of in the mid-range, but for the most part, that's pretty good. And the fact we have that few requests and only a few unhappy people, given the size of the town, I don't think it's too bad. You can let me know your thoughts on that in the comments, but I think we're doing okay. Now, if I hold my hammer and I set it to, let's see, repair mode right there we go, then we can look around the town and we can see here, so we've got a bit of orange over there, for example. Probably didn't stand in the best spot to do this, but if I get over to here, there's going to be a lot more we'll run as I'm talking. But basically what I'm thinking is going on a bit of a repair mission would be good. You can see there's a lot of things here that are in a state of disrepair. But on top of that, if we open up our technology tree, under building, you see we're closing in on 7,000 points. And if we get down to 7,500, then we can unlock the Builder's Hut. This would be pretty cool because what we can do then is hire people to actually go around and do the repairs for us. So that would be quite nice. Plus, it's a building I haven't built yet. So I think that in this episode, the focus is still going to be on the windmill, and you'll know because I would have put it on the thumbnail and title if that's the case. But longer term, we do need things to do while we're waiting for our farm to grow before we can get more farming points. I think this is going to be a fun way to go. Now, there have been a few updates since I last played this game, and one of them looks pretty cool and something I wanted to try out today. So if we come over to here, we got this path, and I might connect it up across here. Now, the way I'm going to do that is if I use my hammer on this build menu, we now have this section right here, which is platforms. And as you can see, we've got bridges here, we've got walkways, and we've got piers as well. So for now, I might just look at like maybe I guess the wide bridge, right? We could try that. Oh, we have to unlock all this stuff by buying it. And look how many different things there are. Okay, that's actually really, really cool. So that's the ramp and then the actual long piece of it and a shorter piece of it. And there's also ends and corners and stuff. That's awesome. Now, 2,500 to unlock this. Okay, so it's kind of expensive, but at the same time, we've got over 54,000, so we could probably, do a little bit of this. Let's get the ramp. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that unlocks all of it. Oh, okay. I thought that was like just for that one piece. Okay, well, this is really cool then. So, oh, look at this. Here it is. Okay, so do I want a bridge going to the back of a house? Maybe there's a better spot for this. Yeah, I think this is a better spot. Down here, we got this long road. We could kind of connect it up with that. And it'll go over to that little neighborhood we got over there with some more roads and things. So let's place that, I guess, there, just like that. That's great. And then we're going to need like another bit here. So I guess we'll use, wide bridge. And we use the long piece. Yep. Okay, let's come over here. Oh, it snaps in. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so I'm glad that it snaps in. Yep, just like that. And finally, I guess we just finish it off with another bit of ramp. Yeah, so the wide bridge ramp. Yep, like that. Yeah, just like this. Okay, that's really, really cool. So we do need to get the build pieces here right now. So we're going to need logs, planks, and sticks in order to build this. But I think this is a really nice feature they've added into the game. And yeah, it's good that they keep updating the game as it goes as well. But I think this one will have a lot of uses and a lot of people will be happy with this. What I'll do now, I'll just go build it off camera and then we'll take a look at how it looks when it's actually finished. Okay, well, this is how the bridge looks. I think it's quite a nice look, to be honest. And, it's quite simple. I get that. But at the same time, it's a medieval game. I think it's in keeping with the local aesthetic of the village. And yes, that was a purposeful Hot Fuzz reference there, if anybody gets that. Well, got to be one of my favorite movies of all time, but I digress. Now, as good as that looks, there is another option. So if we get our hammer back out and we go onto here, you'll see there's so obviously there's the piers and stuff, but another bridge option, which is the plank bridge, right? So I think that I probably wouldn't be doing my job as a content creator if I didn't. Oh, you know what? I can't do my job as a content. I was going to show you guys this as well. I need 10,000 building technology. Well, okay, this is going to be something for us to build up to then. Yep, pun intended there, because we can't do it just now. But when I can do that, I'll include that in a future episode if we get to that point on the series. But yeah, here's the bridge, guys. Once again, we are in winter in game, and this field is growing nicely. What I've done though is I've got an extra field out the back here. Now this is not as big as it possibly could be because we're a bit hampered by the terrain when we got this far, but it's still a fairly large field. I think it's as wide as it can possibly be, but then it's not as long as it could possibly be. Even so though, this is going to help us with our farming. And during this winter period, we could always make an extra farm over there if we wanted to or something. There's a lot of land here. So that's basically my plan, is just to keep doing a lot of farming. Then eventually I'll probably just destroy these fields and not keep them as part of the overall sort of look and feel of the village. I quite like this one because obviously it's got the little fence around it and stuff and we use it a lot. But these here, once we get our farm is 10,000, won't have any use. Now, obviously, because it's winter, we are kind of limited in what we can plant. So I've just got myself some carrot seeds. I'm just going to plant a load of carrots in here. And once they're done, I mean, we'll either cook them up or we'll sell them, or maybe a bit of both. Yeah, obviously the whole point is just to get the farming technology up. Well, I've been doing whatever farming I can, but obviously during the winter we are quite limited because the only thing we can actually plant is carrots. So I planted all the carrots that I could. And right now, let's have a look here. So farming technology approaching 9,300. So we're getting pretty close to the 10K. But I just encountered a new problem, and that is that my storage is just about full. You can see here, we have several resource storages up to 11,000 kilos that we can hold. But we are filling it. I mean, we're getting through this game, and we haven't unlocked the resource storage 3 yet. So what I think I'm going to do is build another resource storage. So see buildings, storages, and yes, this one unlocks at 10,000. We're at 7 right now. But every time we build something like this next resource storage 2, then we get extra build points to close in on that 10K. So I figured I'm not going to do anything too fancy schmancy with this. I'm literally just going to build it like here somewhere. Reason being is it's kind of like out the way here. Like if we put it here, I don't think I'm going to be building anything on this area. Like, it's just next to a cliff. It's kind of at the start of our town and all that sort of stuff. Oh, hey, just staring at me while I make my video. That's not creepy. The other thing as well is it's really near to this resource storage. So getting all the stuff from here over to here to build is going to be simple. So I'm not going to time lapse this one or anything like that. But obviously, if there's going to be a whole new big building like this, I figured I should probably at least bring it to your attention. You got to love the medieval times. My wife just was like, hey, you're all dirty. Your clothes are all dirty. Let me wash them for you. So we love that. So you're the best wife ever. Now, her affection for me is pretty good. It's 95, but gentlemen, just because the affection's good doesn't mean we stop trying, right? So we did get her oh, wait. I did get her a little something. Hold on a second. I love how I give that a big chat. Wait, what happened to this stuff? I bought something for her and something for my son. The wooden bear figurines right here. Okay, I'm going to go on a hunt for that in a second. Where's my son? He should be around here somewhere. Teenager, right? Still in bed. Wake up. I want to give you stuff. Okay, I guess he's not waking up. Right, let's go down to the resource storage, and maybe I accidentally put it in there or something, but I genuinely did buy something, and it's quite funny that it worked out like that. Incidentally, we can actually go to our new resource storage now, so I can show you guys this. It has been built. I don't think I'll use it that much, because these ramps getting in and out are a bit annoying, because when you got a horse, and this ramp here is at least a little bit less than this one, so yeah, it probably doesn't make much difference, but with that one right there, this was just built for the extra storage, which we now have. We're up to 13,000, so that's pretty good. I'm noticing that my gift isn't in here. I really have no idea what happened. Oh, I know what happened now. I accidentally sold it. I wonder what happened. This weird thing happened when I was down at the shops, and that makes total sense now. Oh, okay, well, she's 95 for me. My son's affection is not so good. Let's go see if he's awake yet and how much we can get his affection up by. At this stage, I'm really just trying to see out the winter, because we can't really do any more planting. I've gone and bought every carrot seed that was available. And actually, I just realized I actually built a couple of new farms off camera. So let me go show you those real quick too. So here we are up at the farm. And I think I showed one of these farms, maybe this one out the back here. But then I built this other one as well. So this is like all carrot seeds right now, apart from there's a bit that's empty because we ran out. And as I say, I bought all the ones that we had on the map, so nothing else we can do there. Now, we're just going to wait for our son to wake up. Oh, he's awake. Okay, great. So let's go see what the affection's looking like. I don't think it's all that great. That's why I was like, I should probably start working on this. So, hey, buddy, affection 22%. That's not great. But I did get you a little something, a wooden bear figurine. And he's up to 25%. There's going to be a lot of bear figurines needed here to get him to be happy with us. But I guess it'll be worth it in the long run. He is essentially our only chance of continuing the game at the moment. So, it's quite important, I suppose. Oh, wait, what? Bogner's pregnant? Wait, did I do this? That's what this icon means, right? Hold on. So if we go to management, then we can see Bogner. No, she's not pregnant. That red icon just means that she's our wife, I'm pretty sure. I swear I didn't do this. And I had some questions to ask there for a second. All right, we're off to surprise our wifey at work. There she is. And go down to the romance section. And we did get her the gift after all, the amber necklace. So there we go, give her that. She's up to 100%, and that's great. So she couldn't be happier with us, which is good. And I did finally manage to get the amber necklace back. So yeah, I accidentally resold it to the wrong guy, but still, she's happy. Now, thankfully, this is our last day of winter, as you can see at the top of the screen there. So I'm very much looking forward to getting out of this season, so we can get into a season where we can start doing a lot more farming. Unfortunately, just as we needed to do a ton of farming, we went straight into winter, which is the worst season for it. But once that's out of the way, then we should pretty quickly get up to that 10k and be able to build our windmill. All right, guys, there it is. The new building has been unlocked, the windmill. And the way I managed to do that was actually through doing a lot of crafting. We see we've got 1,300 fertilizer right here, so quite a lot. We had an absolute ton of rot on us. Now, in fact, we have so much that we can't move, so we need to chuck like most of this just down on the floor here somewhere to even get back to moving. So there we go. I guess that'll do for now. It can live on the table. What I did make a ton of other farms. So this whole area is like farmland. You can just see here we got farms everywhere. So next time we do harvesting and stuff, we should have loads of stuff that we can sell. But unlocking the windmill, obviously that was the goal, so I'm pretty happy. So the big question now is going to be where we want to place the windmill. And what I think I'll do is have a little snooze first, and we'll decide in the morning so that we can, we've got better light and stuff just to see how things are looking. And then we'll do a time lapse of that and check out the windmill. Obviously, it's going to mean as well we need to get someone new to come to our town quite potentially in order to work that windmill once it's up and running. So up here is where I've got my barn and all my big farms. Like if we go over this hill a second, you'll see them all now that it's daytime. But really, I've been using these as like personal farms. We don't have people working them. But you see there's like a massive farm there. There's a big one there. There's one here. There's another one over there. So yeah, there's a huge amount of farms. So like partly tempted to put the windmill here. But having said that, like I say, no one really works up here. It's just something that I use. So what I'm going to do is let's go down to the actual town area. Obviously, this is like my house and my area up here, but the main town area where everybody lives and stuff, I think it's probably a better spot for our windmills to go. And this is the farming area we've got down in our town. Obviously, if you've watched the previous episodes, you would have seen all of this, but we've got, you know, barns and farms. We've got the apiary here as well. There's even some cattle herding and goat herding and stuff. So everything's really going on here. And I think for that reason, the windmill would be better placed here somewhere. I'm thinking maybe just around here. And then if we had like the windmill here, we could put like a little farm in front of it or something like that. So let's give that a go. So buildings, farming, and there it is, the windmill. So this is how it looks. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks quite big actually. Where does the actual windmill bit go? It doesn't look it's showing me. I'm guessing it's going to be on this side. That's kind of weird, right? Like, why is it not showing where the propeller bit goes? Because that's kind of like what I'm interested in, is how that's going to face. All right, you know what I'm going to do then is let's call our horse and we're going to ride into town. So if we go up, let's see, we're here up into Piestovia. I believe there's a windmill in there, so we can check out the orientation and sort of cross-reference it with that. All right, so here is the windmill up Piestovia. So what I'm trying to do is figure out, like, compared to the stairs and stuff, where it actually faces. So let's see, is there some stairs around here? No, okay, actually this would be kind of handy. Yeah, okay, so the staircase here is on the opposite side to where the actual windmill blades go. Now, I think it's a bit odd that they don't show up in the blueprint when we're trying to place them, but I guess I'll just go with that for now and assume that it's the same thing. It's going to be on the opposite side. Okay, so back at the town, we're going to look to place down this windmill, and let's see. So the stairs are there. So we want the stairs around the back, so the windmill will be on this face here, facing into the town, I would suggest. And we'll keep it somewhere near the path, but like maybe like just about, you know what, bring it in to like here. Yeah, is that going to work? I think that'll work. The reason I'm saying that is because basically we can have a bit of road coming off here. We could also keep building, like we've done these fences around a lot of the farm buildings, so we can put the fence like along here, and it's near the river, which I think is quite nice. And then we could build a farm up like around it in an L shape, or just out the front here or something like that. So obviously now it is the time where I just have to go and get all the stuff to build this. Luckily, I believe there's a resource storage here somewhere. Is this the resource storage here? Yes, it is indeed. In fact, do we have two? Like, what is this around the back? Yeah, I guess we do. I've kind of forgotten half the stuff I've done in this town because it's been a little while. So it's going to be super easy to build from here to there. Let's do a time lapse of the build and then we'll check it out.
Then it's quiet.
There it is, guys, the windmill. Always a beautiful building to have in any game, actually. In all medieval games, for some reason I have a real liking of windmills. And my cat is making my door creak. Hold on a sec. All right, she's been shut out now, and apologies for that. But yeah, so it looks pretty cool. Let's go have a little look around it and see what the inside is like as well. So we have this rope and stuff here, which I'm sure would have a use. In fact, can I do anything with this? I guess not, right? But obviously it has a use for the building. It looks kind of cool anyway. And then the stairs that go up around the back here to the actual inside of the windmill. And then in here we have some different things. So we've got a chest in here, and it has only 100 kilos of inventory, but it's probably not something you really use anyway. Then we have the millstone. So on here we can craft different stuff. Well, we can craft flour from different stuff, I should say, rye, wheat, and oats. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I think is that it? Probably. I mean, it looks very cool inside, I will say that. I should come back at nighttime and these lanterns will be lit, and I bet that'll look really awesome. But other than that, I think that is everything. Everything else that's here is just decorative, and yeah, it's not like got other functions beyond that. So obviously this is also a type of building we can have someone working in, so that's pretty cool. And first thing I want to do, actually, if I go to see management is where I want to be, is just see like who doesn't have a job. So all these people here don't have jobs. Are any of them adults? Yes, like this person here. Wow, that's a name right there. So that is Dobro Genewiwa. Yeah, that's definitely how you say that. Doesn't have a job. So maybe we just get Dobro to come work in here. So if we go to, I'm guessing it's under farming. Yep, there we go, the windmill. So let's assign a worker of Dobrogene, whatever. So yeah, she's now a miller. And in terms of assignments here, we can edit these assignments to make flour out of either wheat, oats, or rye. Now, I'm not sure what I have more of. But I'll go and check that a second, and then we'll get one of those things being produced. So wheat grain right there, 237. Rye grain, okay, 3700. I'm not even going to bother looking. That's clearly going to be the best one. So that's pretty useful that we have so much of the rye. Let's go back on to this windmill and set that as the production that we want to do in here. So let's see, this one here was rye. Yep, let's do that. And I mean, you just as well do, well, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, no, keep the changes. Now, how much flour do we want to produce is the question. How do I, oh, there we go. We had to click on this for some reason. All right, so we don't want to make too much of this, I wouldn't say, because I don't think we're going to use it for much. So let's maybe get up to like 5 a day. There we go. It's like 50% of the intensity. So something's happening, but yeah, we'll get 5 a day out of that. That's probably going to be enough. Well, we have our windmill, guys. It's a really nice building to have added to the town. It looks like Dobber, difficult name, whatever, is turning up for work. And giving the rope a little hit on the way by. I don't think she's too happy to be working here, but that's how it goes. So, look, thank you all so much for supporting this series right the way through. If you watched back in the day and you've come back after all these months of me not uploading, then I really appreciate that. And if oh, look at that. The windmill starts moving. That's how we know if she's at work. That's so cool. Well, that's really good because now it's going to add like this animation to our town as well, which is really nice, where that's just going to be moving in the background. And that's like one of the reasons I wanted the sort of propeller bit to be facing this way is so that from the rest of the town, when we're around here, it would just look really nice in the background, right? Because this town has developed really, really nicely. And look at that. It's just poking up above the thing there. We can see it. If you were down here a little bit, you'd see it through there. The fact that that moves is amazing. I didn't actually consider the fact that the blades would move when someone's working there. So it just got a little bit better. But yeah, whether you're new here or old here, whatever, I really appreciate the support, guys. And again, apologies for such a delay in uploading. Start this video, if you missed it, I did kind of go into why that was. If you care to know, you can go back and watch that bit. Anyway, for now, guys, as always, I just want to say, try to face the camera here. Come on, work with me, dude. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.